From a teaching perspective, Crystal Park Baptist Church continues to grow. We are an evangelical church which holds to the doctrines of grace and loves expository preaching on a week in and week out basis. This year we finished the book of Colossians and have begun with the book of Acts, which will probably take us through to the end of next year or so. This year we've been blessed to have 2 elders inducted into our fellowship. Gideon and Penny joined us in February. He's a Christ Seminary graduate, and Charles Farrell was inducted last week, and he came to us from Midrand Chapel. Our Sunday school continues to grow, and this year our youth has really strengthened. We have 10 very consistent youth that have been coming through the entire year, and they've just been growing in their knowledge of Christ as they go through the book of 1 Peter. Our ladies' Bible study has started to grow towards the end of this year, and we're very excited about that. And we also have Bible studies on Thursday evenings. Charles Farrell oversees worship at Crystal Park Baptist Church. He looks at corporate worship, private worship, and ministries of mercy. From a corporate perspective, we have a couple of annual events. We have an annual nativity play and carols by candlelight, which is happening this year on the 30th of November. Each year we have an Easter sunrise service. This year we were joined by people from Springs Baptist Church, Free Grace Baptist Church, and Eastvale Baptist Church. In terms of our corporate worship, this year we had 3 baptisms. Menzi was baptized. He's a grade 12 learner from Crystal Park. Lebo, who's a young girl whose mother attends faithfully the church, was baptized, and Setrelo, who's also a graduating 12-5 learner from Crystal Park High School, was baptized this past Sunday. And it's always a joy to hear the testimony of believers coming to faith in our Lord Jesus Christ. In 2013, an area of real growth for us as a church has been fellowship, and this can be reflected in the amount of time that people stay just to chat after coffee. And it's really exciting for me to see people starting to invite one another to each other's homes and really getting to know one another so that we can practice the one another's as a congregation. This year we started off with a church picnic, and we've had a couple of other communal church activities during the year. We've also started to have men's fellowship evenings, which happen on a Friday night once a quarter, where we just get together and braai and chat around a book. We also have every second month a fellowship meal where we break bread, have communion. It's on a Sunday night. We generally have a little bit of worship, but the main focus is to build our relationships one with another. Crystal Park as a suburb remains wide open for the gospel. Particularly in our schools, we find we have open doors. Crystal Park Primary School allows us to address assemblies frequently on Wednesday and Friday mornings. They also come to Crystal Park Baptist Church on Friday afternoons, where we do singing, dancing and drama, followed by a short Bible story with them. Crystal Park High School allows us to come and present the gospel every single Wednesday morning during the assembly devotionals. They've also allowed us to distribute Bibles utilizing the Gideons, and next year we're going to be taking chess classes as an extramural activity for the school, which we will run on the church premises. So about 30 kids a week will come to church. The Crystal Park Clinic has opened its doors on a Monday, a Wednesday and a Friday. They allow us to distribute Bibles on the premises, the Gospel of John, which we get from Augustine Bookroom, and we get to preach the gospel to about 70 brand new faces every single week that Christ died, Christ rose, and men everywhere must repent for the forgiveness of sins. Johari Christian Academy allows Gideon to present the gospel to them during their devotional time on a Wednesday morning. Then every quarter we try and run a evangelistic specific service and focused service. We often have the children doing drama or skit. We have them singing, dancing. We try and get the youth involved where possible. So we ran a particularly successful one for Easter, and then a second one we ran on September the 1st for Spring Day. Obviously the gospel message is to take the good news that Jesus has died for men's sins from Jerusalem to Judea to Samaria and then on to all the ends of the earth. And in keeping and in line with that mandate, we've begun making strong relationships with a number of churches around us. Particularly, we were blessed to do an outreach to Grace Baptist Church, which is in Davidton, which is pastored by Chris Nguni, who's a Christ Seminary graduate. And there we got to go through with Witchwood Baptist, Germiston Baptist, Northmead Baptist, Benoni Baptist, and Edenvale Baptist. And we got to go through, do a bit of training for the members of our church. We then went door-to-door evangelizing for the whole morning, and then in the afternoon we did one or two physical activities, digging some holes, putting in a long drop, picking up litter, and just assisting where we could.